this is the one that I actually particularly like, and this is the growth, this is the hair complex. We have a lot of creams and a lot of lasers in the market to remove hair, but we don't have much to grow hair. There are expensive machines there with LEDs to stimulate the hair, and Asian is spending 5,000, 10,000. Minimal results. They have very, very minimal results. And we have tried with PRP for the hair. Yes, some patients, they do see very good results. Some patients, not so. Why is that? Okay, we will get to it in a short while. The next step for them is, if the hair doesn't grow, don't try FUE, hair transplant, or biofiber, right? The biofiber hair. The problem with biofibers is we have seen a very high rate of infection and rejection of the biofibers. After implanting it, within a few days, patient comes back, I'm starting to itch or having pain all over. You start on antibiotics, and sometimes it doesn't go away, and you have to remove the biofiber. Patients paid so much money, you have to remove it. So this is actually a hair complex using growth factors to actually grow the hair. So now we just look through of why we actually have hair loss. So skin and scalp health greatly affects the hair growth and the quality of the hair. So most of the time when a person has hair loss, it's not because of the problem of the hair, it's actually the problem of the skin and the scalp. And hair follicles can be easily damaged by any chemicals, hair gels, hair wax, whatever spray we use for the hair, poor nutrition, stress, radiation. The hair is very, very fragile. And a damaged follicle sometimes takes years and years to actually regenerate. So this is the regular hair cycle: anagen, catagen, telogen phase. Anagen is a growing phase, usually up to 7 years. Then you have your transition phase, a couple of weeks. Then it goes into the resting phase, which is the telogen phase. And when they actually go into this phase, is when most of us have hair loss. It starts to shed. But this is also the phase where you have this dermal papilla starting to regenerate. So it grows the new hair. So then after that, it transitions back to anagen phase. So now for hair growth, the most important is you want to keep them in this phase, anagen phase, for as long as possible. Majority of the time when they have hair loss is because they stay in this phase, anagen phase, for too long. So now, this is the role of TGF-beta2 in human hair cycle. Now, as we understand, when we're doing PRP, it contains, as previously, TGF-1, TGF-beta 1, 2, and 3. Now, they have done a research in 2004. It shows that TGF-beta2 is bad for hair. It actually pushes the hair from anagen all the way to telogen. It speeds up the process, even though in the growing phase of the hair, it's supposed to last about 7 years. But if you apply too much TGF-beta2, you can actually reduce that growing phase and push that into resting phase. That's why sometimes in some patients, PRP for hair doesn't work, because while you are successfully growing the hair, you're actually pushing the hair into resting phase very soon, and the hair then falls off. So it's been proven that TGF-beta2 activates this particular intrinsic caspase network, which pushes the hair and shortens. On one hand, you have a growth factor that helps the hair grow a lot faster. On the other hand, you have already removed the growth factors, which shortens the hair lifespan. So that's how you actually grow your hair. So it's designed to restore normal hair growth. And no side effects. For the same growth factors, you can use it for both men and women. It's not like your finasteride and minoxidil. As we know, those don't really work. Yes, it works for some patients, but they don't have horrible side effects. So they're specifically selected to achieve maximum penetration into the scalp. So how do you do it? The patient comes in once a week for the first 5 weeks, and you just do stamping. Just don't do any painful injections. You don't do PRP for scalp. You either have to give a nerve block or you have to apply the non-cream for a long time. And even so, if you apply non-cream for a long time, the patient will still feel a degree of pain because the scalp is a very, very sensitive area. So this one actually removes all that. Just regular stamping, the application of growth factors, and after that, you can actually give the patient the growth factors. Ask them to bring it home and ask them to apply on a daily basis. Or if you want to speed up the process, you can even ask them to come into the clinic once a week if they have the time. So what we usually recommend is for them to finish one course, which is 5 weeks. By then, they should see some hair growth, okay, very, very small hair growth. You let them rest for a while. And after that, continue another package for them. Because hair takes a long time to grow. And we are trying to push the hair from the resting phase into the growing phase. Sometimes it takes a couple of weeks. So some of the patients don't really see immediate results. They won't come in week 1 with more hair, week 5, with bushy hair. It is impossible. But with a proper dermoscope, the microscope, you can actually show them that hair is actually growing inside the hair follicles. So this is the results they've done. Increase in hair thickness, length, strength. Alright, so this is a dermatoscope maybe on top of the scalp. So you can see before it's done, you can actually see the follicles there inflamed, it's red, and 2 weeks later, you can see hair starting to grow from it. So this was done in Japan. Week 0 to week 15, this was done without stamping, just application. Because at the time, they did not know that you should do stamping. At the time, they thought you're just going to apply. So the Japanese doctors just used the serum and they just apply. This was done stamping. So it's before and after 6 months, patient was in a Seisin clinic in Japan. So patient had growth hair, patient had more spot here, and growth hair. So this was again stamping without any LEDs, just with the growth factors. This is actually my patient, before and after. This is the exact same patient. Patient had a problem with very thin hair, and the hair cannot grow very long. Every time the hair grew to a certain length, about 2 or 3 inches, the hair tends to fall off, tends to drop. So he has very scarce hair. So he came in to me, we did the stamping. At the time, we didn't follow the protocol because because the patient had, first of all, budgeting problems. Secondly, we wanted to prolong it as long as possible. Patient came in once every 3 weeks. And even so, we saw very good results in after 4 months. And patient came back after that. Every couple of months, patient came back just for follow-up. No treatments done, hair is still there, patient is still happy. Similar patient, but this was done, we did it once every 2 weeks for him. This is before and this is after 3 months.
You use the whole vial?
Okay, so we use one vial has 6 cc's. I use 3 mLs. I use in 3 mLs. For clients that can come in twice a week, so every 4 days they come in, I use the first 3 cc's on the first visit, next 3 cc's on the second visit. So each box will last about 10 sessions. But for example, the client doesn't have, 10 sessions for 5 weeks. So for example, the client doesn't have time to come in, he's working now. So we do the stamping, we put 3 cc's first. Next 3 cc's, we just put it in a small dropper for him. Bring home, and just drop on his own scalp, just apply. After shower every night, just drop a little bit, just apply for the next couple of weeks. Patient comes back on a weekly basis to see us. Patient is very happy. Most of my clients have gone to Yunnan and North Swenson, they have spent 30,000-40,000 and see minimal results. They come here, they spend just a fraction of the price. Within 2 months, they're very happy. The hair grew back, everything. They actually refer friends after that. Majority of these cases are actually men we see. Men coming with hair problems. And then a lot of men actually have taken PCI and all, and they come in with other issues. Yeah. So